So I asked my question on the Ask Shango ratio.
That sexy god who uses playing cards?
Yes, it is he who revealed this motherfucker was plotting against me.
오와우.
He was right.
태트 is amazing.
Now I know just what to do with him.
Oh yes. Shango Ray will read your bloody mail. He's the Sorcerer Supreme. Fuck around if you want to.
Biker shorts, what's going on? Blah. Big smile. What's going on? Shout out everybody. What's happening? Prophetess, how you doing? Hope y'all are well. I just came on here real fast. I've been meaning to do this part two. It's just been kind of busy for me. So, you know, we gotta get it in while we fit it in. So, oh, let me put this up here. I will be answering if you have any questions about your 2024 specific questions. You can ask this. I'm gonna put nobody ever sees it. I don't know why I put this shit up. Seems like nobody ever, I think they do, but you know, that's where you want to go if you want to, you know, ask a question. But I think first what I will do is in a minute, I'm going to just do a very, very brief new read. Between today and tomorrow, yeah, all them 2024 forecasts will be done. So if you ain't got it yet, like I keep saying, you know, shit, it is what it is, but you're gonna get it, okay? You're gonna get it. So just be patient. Shout out everyone in the chat. How are y'all doing today? On this day of Mars? Well, it's still day of Mars for me. You know what I'm saying? So how are y'all doing out there? Thank you, Prophetess. You know what? That's why I love you, Prophetess. It keeps me tight. All right. But I think what I want to do is we got a new moon coming up. And for those of you who don't know, the Shango Unchained podcast has returned. Nicholas Davis, shout out. Salute, sir. How you doing, God? So we just had an episode Sunday. You can check that out if you wish to. Got one coming up Thursday with a goddess by the name of Whitney Moses. So if you're wondering how you can start to make some money with your either spiritual gifts, it's more based around using your spiritual creativity to translate, to turn that into money. And of course, I'm not going to have a guest who's not doing that. So she is also the creator of Beauty in the Soul Oracle, I believe. And if I got that wrong, please forgive me. My head's been just everywhere lately. All right, so we're going to take that off. But you're going to definitely want to tune in Thursday, okay? It's also the day of the new moon, and it's also your lucky day because it's 111 on Thursday. So the new moon is ahead of us. Those of you who are all lunar about your shit, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to take advantage of that, tune in, okay? And we have some more guests that I'm scheduled. Scheduling is the shittiest part with podcasts. This type of podcast thing, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So we're definitely going to be bringing, my whole point, like I said, is to bring you my whole point is to bring you different guests who bring different perspectives, different pieces, different specialties, you know what I'm saying? All within the umbrella of what we call the occult, you know? So I like guests that can bring you something that, you know, I'm sorry, hold on, I just need to check. Oh shit, looks like we have somebody right now. So you know what that means? It means I'm gonna say, fuck this general reading because we have someone who is doing the VIP thing right now. So just give me a second there. I'm just gonna call you Money because that is part of your screen name or the name on Cash App that you sent it. So for those of you, like I said, tune in Thursday. All right. But don't worry, I'll still do the general though. I'm still gonna do the general. All right. Yeah, so I wanted to say this to you. All right. In all that you do, anything you do, I don't care what you're doing, make sure that every once in a while you kind of zoom out from the situation. I don't care what it is. And I'd like you to ask yourself, this is important. I had to do this to myself today. Okay. There was something that either happened or didn't happen, right? And I'm not even gonna lie to you, Papa Shanguito, I can go from 1 to 100 real quick, right? Everyone has their own thing and their own reason why. Everyone gets triggered, right? But I had to stop, I had to pause. I had to pause. I had to first just look at the facts, and then I had to see, am I putting a definition or a meaning on this? In other words, am I pissing myself off or upsetting myself from whatever this is? You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is getting perspective. Like pausing is fucking important. That's all I'm gonna say. Because me personally, I've been in situations where people have gotten irate, I mean fucking pissed at me for something that I have no clue what the fuck they're talking about. In other words, they have kind of created their own little narrative in their own head based off of, you know, so I don't, something I did, something I didn't do. Meanwhile, I'm aloof. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you. Where somebody gets pissed, be nice, shut out. Where somebody gets pissed at you and they're pissed off at you for what they think you did or didn't do, or even better, for why you did it. You know, they got this whole thing cooked up in their head, and meanwhile, you're just like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? Okay, but I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that, like, make sure you pause. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you sometimes, like, zoom in and zoom out, you know? And no matter what it is, whatever the situation is, look at the facts. And in doing this, the reason why I'm telling, or just suggesting that you do it, is because a lot of times you'll see if and where you are. You said Chico. Oh, okay. I thought you meant you're in Chico, California. All right, what's happening? I was like, I think Chico's kind of close to me. But yeah, so the reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes, and I've caught myself doing this shit too. I don't know if you've ever fucking just lit somebody up and turns out it wasn't like you thought it was. Then you feel fucking stupid. So I'll pause, I'll just chill. Like Orange Juice Jones said, that's right. I'll chill. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just chill and wait while I'm like processing shit out, because the last thing I want to do is hit them with the sad shit. Because I'm telling you right now, this sad shit, I'll blow up the whole fucking house. Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if I get hit. As long as I know I got you, you know what I'm saying? It's good. So, all right, money. Do you have your question? If you could please let me know your question, I would be happy to help you out with that. We have somebody, yes, who wants to know they have a question about their 2024. So I'm waiting on money. We have somebody who actually did come through, and I'm wondering what I believe. See, let me check this again. I seen the shit pop up. Okay. Oh, okay. Money, where's you at? I'm gonna call you Money. If you're there, please let me know. I don't want to just be, what does it say? Suck this fit. I fucking love that shit. Hey, what's up, Mika? How you doing there? Welcome. Welcome to me chat. Appreciate you being here, even if you're just stopping by or whatnot. I love that fucking name, yo. That name is fire. Okay, somebody sent in. Okay, I got you. So, Tawana, I'm gonna put your question up here. You know what I'm gonna do? Shit, I'm thinking about doing, but I'm gonna get it to where I can take phone calls too, because I know some people may not want to be on camera, but for something like this or reading, that's cool. If just you're on the phone, it just add an extra thing to it, add an extra fucking zing to it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Tawana, I'd like you to approach the Shangorian altar, if you will. All right, we have, you know the drilly, okay, where we got the cushions for your knee pads. All right, and okay, cool. All right, I'd like you to just gaze into the eye. Just go ahead and gaze into the eye, almost as if you're looking through it. All right, and as you're gazing into the eye, just go ahead and take a nice, relaxing, slow, deep breath in. Real simple, all the way. Even using your belly to do it. You know what I'm saying? Let your breath go all the way down. And when you filled up your lungs and everything else, hold it for the count of 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and just let it out with a sigh. Releasing all the tension, bullshit, stress, opening your mind for whatever needs to come through for you tonight in regards to your question. And your question is, when will my friend be moving? I'm going to do you one better. Okay. No, I got you. It is better. I got you. I got you. Okay, so Tawanna's friend be moving. And I do know exactly what you're referring to. When will Tawanna's friend be moving? Be moving out that house, huh? When will Tawanna's friend be moving? When will Tawanna's friend be moving? All facts, no cap, based on everything known and unknown, all factors, all variables. When will Tawanna's friend be moving? When will Tawanna's friend be moving? Okay, I'm going to give it one shuffle. That's all I need. When will Tawanna's friend be moving? Now, this is a timing question, okay? And based on a previous other reading that we had, all right? So I want you to keep in mind, though, this is also can be alterated, all right? This can be altered. Did I say alterated? I think I just made up a new word because I'm that, okay? Period. All right, so aces. First of all, are we talking this year in 2024? Talking 2024. Yes, we are. Okay, good. I have to make sure of that because sometimes it could be 2025 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just as it is right now, we are looking at 2024. Aces. Aces, please. Aces. When? You ready for this, Tawana? Guess what? Huh? Can you guess the season? Don't worry about that. You don't have to guess. I'm gonna tell you. Take this off. We have spring. Spring, this person will be moving, but it gets better than that. We're going to actually tell you the what week of spring. Now, spring starts, I believe spring starts March 20th or 21st, okay? So, and it goes all the way until June 21st. So anything in between there is spring, all right? So, what week of spring? Please reveal to me what week of spring, based on everything known and unknown, all factors known and unknown. What week of spring? It's Tawana's friend. Gonna leave that house. Thank you. The 10th week of spring. You heard? So, you got to do the math because math really isn't my strong point. But that's when. So look on a calendar, look for March 20th or 21st, whenever that is, and go 10 weeks out. I think that's more so, that's sometime in May. I'm thinking sometime around mid-May, give or take, sometime around mid-May. Now, I know that you are impatient. You want what you want when you want it. You know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Tawana, let me know that you heard me. It may be difficult. I don't know if you're busy doing something or whatever. But yeah, that's what you got. 10th week of spring this year. All right. Now, of course, there are things you can do to expedite that some. I don't know all the factors in that situation. There may be other things that need to happen or be orchestrated to make sure that it does what it needs to do, you know? So go figure. You got it, Tawana. Hey, Tawana, what do you think about that? I gotta ask you. Are you gonna be chewing your nails? Yeah, March 19th. Thank you so much. Suck this fit. March 19th to, what was this picture? What do you have here on this thumbnail? Oh, I can't see it. Stop moving around. March 19th to June 20th. Yeah, so, oh, this time it's on the 20th, huh? Yeah, so I think a week and a half, is a week in March. You have about a week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks. So that goes that. So yeah, like I was right. Sometime in mid-May. That's what's gonna happen. The toes. I didn't see it. Yeah. So I mean, what do you think of that timing, Tawana? Is that too long for you? Because I know, Libras can be very impatient, you know. What you think of that? So I think what I'm gonna do. Oh, if you sent something in, also, if you want to get your own question answered, maybe you have a timing question about something. Maybe you have another kind of question about something. Please do remember, and I'm going to keep saying this over and over again. A reading is basically just a way to calibrate, based off what you say you want or what you want to happen or what you're wondering about. It's going off your energy. It's going off things in your subconscious mind, So if you don't like the answer, the good thing about a reading, it's kind of like a diagnostic check. So you have an opportunity to fucking switch that shit. What's going on, KD? You have a chance to switch that. Okay. So I like to put the power back in your hands. Some people, they act like their readings are like the gospel fucking law and shit, What your readings often are picking up on when you're reading somebody is also their deep patterns and shit too, So based on patterns, we are all creatures of habit in some way. So that's what I'm getting. Do remember though, there's fucking multiple variations, realities, dimensions. You switch in and out of different dimensions all the time. So based on that, I want to put the steering wheel back in your hand. I'm just telling you, based on your current GPS, this is where you headed. You don't like it, change the fucking coordinates. You got that. It's not expeditiously, but eventually is good. All right. Well, that's good. If you can stay in your patient, methodical side, you'll be good. You know, we'll see how that works out. Or you will, I'll say. You have a choice in that. So if you did send a question in, or if you want to send your question in, please let me know in the chat that you did send something, because I'm currently using my phone for this. So I have to use my phone to look at PayPal, especially PayPal. The Cash Apps kind of show up on the top here. But yeah, if you just do that, it'll help me, because I don't want you to have to wait. If you sent in something, I want to put you first. I want to slide you to the first, all right, to the front of the line. That's how we do it here, okay? But I think what I'm going to do right now, just in the meantime and in between time, there is a new moon on Thursday, and that new moon is in Capricorn. It is also on 111. So what I'm going to do is do a, oh shit. What I'm going to do is do just a little general energy read. And if it resonates with you, cool. If it doesn't, that's cool too. And mind you too, I got about like 20 minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes here. So if you want to get it, getting while the getting's good. All right. That's how this is going to work. All right, let's do this. I'll even give you some zodiac signs, and I'll even give you some initials that may be of value to you with this general read. All right. Because as I mentioned, I have to do I got to do the last of these 2024 forecasts. All right. So that's what we're going to do. So now I'm about to do some energy psychic forecast based on the energy of the moon and for whoever this is. Matter of fact, go ahead and just let's just do this real quick, so you'll know for sure if this resonates with you. Just go ahead and gaze into the eye. Why don't you take a fucking deep breath? I'm talking about use your belly like an accordion. Breathe in from your nuts or your twat all the way down. Put it in a nice relaxed way. When you're full of air, go ahead and just hold it for 3, 2, 1. Release that shit with a sigh. Releasing all stress, tension. And you know what? Opening your mind for whatever you need to know right now. Danny Doom. That's cool. I'm starting with a project with the greater key. Okay, cool. Well, you picked a good day for that. That's a real good day. You know, I guess it's all relevant. It can be. It can also be all irrelevant. But however, numbers just play that. To me, this sim, one of the most important things in this sim is the numbers, the code. So, show me the code for this new moon. What is the code for this new moon energy? There's layers of influence. The moon, yes, it does have an influence. We know that. Is it the end all be all? No. But when in Rome, if you're going to start something new, it's a mighty fine time to do it. All right. You might as well use it if it's there. That's what I say. All right. Matter of fact, go ahead and just fucking shoot your psionic intention that you, once again, just get what you need. If it's for you, is it for you? Is it for you? Or is it for you? All right, let's get it. Since we're in 8, I'm going to just give out 8 cards. I'm going to give out 8 cards. Thank you. Eight cards coming up. 8 cards coming up. Wow. So we got 2 5s. We got 2 7s. We got 2 3s. All right. And then we have a king, and then we have a jack. So quite a little interesting mix here. It's right here. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I don't like rushing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like rushing in anything I do. You know, one thing that I can definitely see here, for some of you, God damn it, the change that you've been wanting in your financial situation is upon you. It is certainly upon you. Hold on real quick. It is certainly upon you. We have a 5 of diamonds here. This is money moving around. There may be also travel to see about some money, a situation. I don't know why, but I picked up on somebody with a family situation, possibly maybe an inheritance as well. D. Orley, what's going on? How you doing there? Yes. But I felt the first thing I felt with this is somebody's financial situation finally turning around. Like, instead of these little isolated wins, right, where you get a certain amount of money or whatever, but all in all the same situation, right? No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about the situation itself is changing. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? All right. Along with that, a change of heart. I think someone's really getting in their bag here. I'm talking about inside and out, like learning, reconditioning themselves. You're reconditioning yourselves. Okay, so you had a little bump in the road. It's not the fucking end of the world. Usually before, in the past, that might have derailed you. Not anymore. This is like some new shit. That's what I'm really getting a hold of. It's some new shit. All right. Now, you may be an earth sign, maybe not any of the earth signs. Okay, but this is looking at that as well. And to me, this is the ultimate master of finances. So I would say, too, just mastering your relationship to finances as it relates to you, and mastering how you move your finances, how you generate your finances, like the whole shebang. Someone here is really doing has really done, when I say the work, most importantly, I'm saying this to me is like the most simplest definition of the work. And it's not hunting for limiting beliefs and stuff like that. It's not none of that. It's consistently choosing what it is that you choose, what you want. Okay? Understand that you are fucking switching dimensions. All right? So you can switch dimensions to a version of yourself that never had that fucking problem in the past. So there's no need to go fucking witch hunting, for certain limiting beliefs. There's a time and a place for that. I'm not an absolutist about any of this shit. I can see where sometimes, yes, I have noticed that some people In the past, thank you. You have been caught up more so, like, because some people, healing is a great thing, okay, but some people can get stuck in their healing thing for far too long, okay, far too long. I know, unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. All right, so you can do both. You can start going for yours. You know, sometimes we use something like either healing, or like I've seen before, like, well, I got to get rid of these limiting beliefs. You know, you can go, I call the limiting beliefs search, I call that like a witch hunt. The problem with that is whatever you are looking for, you're going to keep finding more and more and more of. It's the nature of this universe. Where your attention goes, energy will fucking flow. So you're going to, in other words, you're going to keep finding limiting beliefs. So you're never going to get started. You're never going to, like, you got to pull off the side of the road and get on the freeway at some point. You know, Shimano 5, peace. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. Whoever this is, I feel like you finally got it as far as it concerns you, whatever that means to you, and especially in regards to finances here. Okay. Yes, there's more to it than just money, but we all like us some money, don't we? Once again, this is my point. Okay. There's, like, I can choose, I can be focusing my energy on trying to get rid of something. How funny, right now it's 11 people in the chat and then one heart. So it's 111 if you look at the top right there. Uh, you can focus on getting rid of something, right? But you're still focusing on that something. Whether you're focusing on getting rid of it or keeping it, you're still focusing on it versus focusing on what it is that you choose, right? So what this to me is showing me that someone is, I don't know, the best way that I can explain it, that I can verbalize this to you, somebody got it. You got it. Like, you fucking got it. Like, you cracked the little code that you needed to crack to make the change or changes that you needed to make. And it's already, like, it's in motion, it's in process, it's happening right now. So 2024 is going to be that fucking year for you. You know, if this is for you. If this is for you. All right. Now, some of you may also, you may find yourself kind of being a little indecisive in matters of love. Okay. Yes, this is, it's not reversed. However, I always, this Three of Hearts can, it can mean, you know, some type of love triangle thing. But this can also mean someone who's just dating. It's not about a love triangle. It's just, I'm dating right now. Shit, god damn it. Get your hands off me. Get your hands out of my pocket. You know, you're dating, right? And sometimes if you're just dating and, you know, you're doing, I say, the right way. When I say the right way, I mean you're not fucking lying and deceiving people and selling wolf tickets and making empty promises and doing all this other shit that is unnecessary. You know, you're just dating. You're seeing different people. You're dating different people. You know, and sometimes it can be a little challenging. You know, because you have several great fucking prospects. I mean, I think there's worse that can happen, don't you? You know, you can have no prospects, all right, and be picking lint out of your belly button watching Netflix every night. Or you could have a bunch of shitty prospects. Okay, so I don't really see this as much of a problem. I don't see this as much of a problem. You know what? I gotta hold on because someone just said this right here. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Biker Shorts. Thinking that you're blocked is the biggest blockage of all. That's my fucking point. Thank you for simplifying that. I appreciate you simplifying that. I thank you so much for that. That's why I had to put you on the wall of fame, Biker Shorts. Okay. That is what we're talking about. You know what? And this is another great fucking point, because we got a lot of Lurkishas suck this bit. I don't know why they just like to look at old Bob Chungito. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what it is, and they refuse to do anything. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. She says, and this is not part of reading, but I don't give a fuck. It's my broadcast. I'm gonna do what I want. So unrelated, but for the life of me, I don't understand how so many people can sit in this chat and not simply like when he drops immeasurable gems, given God bless your heart. Your heart shut up, I saw 1,000 times multiplied to you. I'm talking about in every way. Every way. Let me get back to the reading, because you're gonna get me distracted. Little young grab bag. No, I'm actually doing a general for the new moon energy coming in on Thursday. And this is just for everybody. So pull up a chair. Yeah, lick that bottom bitch. It's called my like button. My like button is my bottom bitch. She works hard for the money. You know what I'm saying? Just like you like your like button licked and sucked and flicked and lapped and all that good shit. And bang that bell while you at it too. Bang my bell. All right. Oh, okay. So, like I said, I see this new moon energy. It's about to start getting busy, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. The first week or so, maybe two of 2024, has kind of been, I don't want to say quiet. Maybe the energy is a little bit strange. Some people would define this strange as feeling a little bit off or a little bit. I know some people have had kind of lower energy. My energy has been fluctuating, but I assume responsibility for that. Okay, so but it's about to pick up. Okay, so for whoever this is socially, things are about to pick up, and I'm sure if this is for you, then that has been something that has been on your mind. You have been wanting more options, or maybe you're trying to find the one, but you don't mind the process of dating or something like that. I gotta say this too. Someone's gonna get pregnant or is pregnant. Okay. Hey, don't shoot me. All right. Don't shoot me. All right. Maybe you want that because these are the baby cards. And when they show up together, that's when it's a little bit of something sometimes. Let me put it this way. Yeah, it's a little bit of something though. Somebody's pregnant. Somebody's pregnant. If you're a man, obviously you may have knocked somebody up. Okay. Sometimes you could have just did that, but now it's being made known, or you're going to knock somebody up. Okay, and I'm not trying to speak that on you if that's not what you want, but I'm just telling you what the energy's saying. Yeah, whoever's doing this shit. Okay, this just in too. Somebody's going to find out about a love triangle based off of what or who you've been dealing with. All right. Other details about this love triangle are going to get exposed. Okay. Because the energy behind the numbers of 2024 is kind of like it's time to pay your tab. All right. It's time to pay your tab. There's a cause and there's an effect. That's all karma is. Karma is not like a fucking god that's sitting outside of you and keeping tabs on everything you do, and you must pay for it. Like, no, it's just there's a cause and effect. If I make a sound, there's an echo. Yes, you can circumvent things. There's other things that you can do as far as this karma shit is involved, but every cause has an effect. Every effect has a cause. That's what I'm saying. So due to cause and effect, there's going to be some information about maybe you did not know you were in a love triangle situation. Well, that's about to change. Okay. Some of you may have been involved and you thought it was over, but then there was something else that comes forth from that. God forbid a baby, okay? But that's also a possibility or a probability, shall I say, based on these cards. All right, just a second. I'm gonna get a little bit more clarity here. All right. Some of you are going to get engaged. Some of you are going to also get engaged because this also means expression of love. Three is also the number of expression. You know, when you have the divine mathematics, 1 is man, 2 is woman, and 3 is the expression of the love of that man and woman. You know what I'm saying? Child. So I seen that too. Contracts. Marriage is a contract. All right, can I get some information on this 3 of clubs? I see some worry though. So there's also worry about it. Maybe you've been worried about, you know, some of you have been having a sneaking suspicion about some shit. And you're like, you've been driving yourself mad, probably losing hair and shit. Because you don't want to be that guy or that girl who, you know, is just falsely accusing, and maybe you're getting gaslit, maybe you're not. But yeah. What's going on, CC? Okay, I'm gonna go back in the comments in just a minute, but let me just finish. I'm gonna focus. So give me some information on this 3 of clubs. But I'm seeing suck this fit. I've been calling this year the flashlight. Indeed, indeedy do. So that's why I'm just saying, make sure that whatever you do, you do it with integrity. Okay. Even if you're cheating, do it well. How if you're doing it with integrity? I don't know. That's kind of an oxymoron. The way to do it with integrity is just be like, hey, I'm dating. Okay. So there. That's not lying. That's how simple is that? It's real simple. I understand this is not a black and white world though, and things do happen, things do occur, and things get complicated real quick. And oftentimes we overcomplicate shit. Okay, so there's that part too. Just a moment. I need a little bit more than that. What the fuck does that mean? Remember I mentioned the third party situation, right? I also feel too that I'm going to explain it the way it's being represented, okay? I feel in some way somebody may find out some shit based off of like maybe even, I don't know, credit card statements, something like that. But the gist of what I'm trying to say is something about a gift. Now, I don't know if it's like, oh, who did you get this for? You know, type of thing. I thought we got past that, like, because I am picking up on a certain, I don't know if it's a certain individual or something, but it's like there was some infractions and they said they're not going to do it again, right? That's a whole other story, but you're kind of like, and you've been worried about it happening again, or, you know, something like that. But either a gift that whoever you're fucking with got somebody, or somebody got them a gift, and you're kind of like, well, who got you this? You know? But I keep seeing something about a gift. All right. I'm seeing the link. This is, yes, it's a baby card, but this is also the link. Okay, when I said link, I mean side dude or side bitch. Okay, I'm seeing a side dude or side bitch. Maybe you are the side dude or side bitch. I don't fucking know. Like, this can go so many different ways because I'm just seeing little pieces of storylines here. All right. I need a little bit more. Just give me a little bit more information on just these last 2 cards. Then we're gonna wrap it up. But definitely the flashlight is being shown. Okay, I'm talking about before. Some of y'all are gonna save some money on February 14th. Some of y'all are gonna save some money because I don't think you're gonna be in that situation. You're gonna get yourself out of it, or it's gonna fall apart, or something. Okay, let me see here. All right. Yep. All right. So just a little bit of clarification for this guy. Remember I was showing you about marriage and stuff like that? Well, this is also like, and I said something about people getting married. This is also a contract or an agreement being dissolved. Okay, this is the divorce card, to be honest with you. This is the divorce card. But here we go again with another. You see that? Magi. Okay, Magi, King of Diamonds. Diamonds are when things materialize, right? Because diamonds represent earth also, besides what it is that you value most, what is most important to you, right? This is a part back onto whoever you are that's kind of like, this is going, I'm just telling you right now, just based off this energy right here, like this year is just going to be unprecedented as far as what you would consider success for yourself in the areas that I've just mentioned. All right. And it also has to do with understanding. See, this reminds me of me today. Because the old Shango would have just lit somebody the fuck up. Right? Not even knowing if I'm right, not even caring if I'm right, you know? And that's just not the way to move. But besides that, also understanding what gets you off your ass, what gets you moving, what excites you, what makes you feel brand new, like tapping into that shit and having a clear understanding of your emotions, because emotions are the jet fuel for your manifestations. In the end, really, you'll manifest so quick when you put emotion behind it, right? Sometimes you gotta like either confirm or affirm, or you visualize, and the emotion's just not there yet. It's not really so much the visualization as it is your thoughts mixed. When your thoughts, hump your emotions, that's when you're cooking with hot fish grease right there. All right. Let's go back here and see some of the comments. Suck This Fit says, I've been calling this year Flashlight. I heard the song right now. Flashlight. What's done in the dark is coming to light. So if you don't want your business out there, stop while you may have the chance. Realer words have never been spoke right there. That's it. That is so true. I can't even imagine being engaged this year. You reminded me of something, and I'm just going to remind you of something. When you're dealing with your divine self, the generator, operator, destroyer, the goddess that is you, right? Down here in this three-dimensional realm, if you will, like I say down here, but it's whatever. The shit comes more times than not, it's so unexpected. It's always going to be in a way that you just can't put your thumb on it. That's how you know it's spirit, because it's always going to have an element of surprise to it. All right, it's always going to have an element of surprise to it. If you could just predict it so easily, then you're really just rehashing the past, as they say. So the fact that you said that is, if you can't imagine it, I get that part, but it's not out the realm of possibility or possibly probability. It all depends, but I don't even know if that's something you want. If she a millionaire, then I'm on board. You gonna get that child support. Hey man, I'm gonna be rooting for you. I'm gonna be rooting for you. It's not often you see men getting child support, so I'm gonna be rooting for you. Let's see here. Just do it with your chest, because you're gonna have to stand on it. Absolutely. Don't do anything that you can't do with your chest, that you can't say with your chest, Now, I don't know if some of you got hot blood like I do, but that's why I have to stop, because I know once I say some shit, I can't unsay it. And I have this uncanny talent. I know how to say shit. if I had to be able to choose my superpowers, like let's say, I wouldn't even choose this one. But I can get people to either want to fucking kill me, literally want to murder me, just with my words. Cause I got this this right here is an instrument of mass seduction, but it's also I can cut you to the fucking bone marrow with this shit. I can just start gleaming and pulling shit. I know exactly where to go to hurt the most and to have the maximum damage. And before, I used to just be very liberal with that shit. I have learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. Hey, Juanita, I got an offer to get engaged, but I'm not feeling it. Okay, well, it could be a coming soon attraction of other things. Because a lot of times, sometimes when things are getting ready to like really, squirt on into your reality, you'll get a couple like little pre-cum shots. Those are like almost like something will come in and you're like, you know what I'm saying? It's close, but it's not what I'm holding out for what I really, really want. Like it's an almost, it's an almost. Wise Fox, listen, you're just making me love ya. Okay, you're making me love ya. Okay, look at because this is the type of time that it's just what it is for me. And I'm very passionate about that. So when I see somebody who gets it, you got to ignore the 3D. See, it's so simple, but it is not as easy. And I know that. And I know that. I got a saying, I don't want to see myself on video doing it, then I won't. Hey, that's good. That's good. Now, that could go several different ways. Um, but yeah, you know, yeah, there's a lot of shit I'll do like that I shouldn't technically want to be seen on video, but like I don't mind. I'm kind of an exhibitionist, if some of you don't know. Yeah. Let's see here. I got one of those couldn't even roast people at school because I had to fight right after. Yeah, exactly. Or with me, like, especially like if it's in a relationship or something and we're arguing or some shit, or we're just, going in that kind of space, I'll say some shit and this bitch will bring it up 5 years later, still 10 years. I've had one like it's been 14 years and I had to have a conversation about her about something and that shit was brought up. You know what I'm saying? Like from 14, 15 years ago. So it's one of those. Um, Danny, please, it's not that kind of y'all are crazy. Why did I know you were going to say that? I don't know. Maybe because you know me oh so well. How about that? Could be that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm kind of like it looks like I'm being vulgar, but I'm just being me. Like I talk in my regular life in sexual innuendos. I joke around, I play around, I'm playful, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see why I should change that here. You know what I mean? So yeah. So if anybody wants to ask their question, we got about maybe 10 to 15, and I'm gonna stretch because I'm having fun with y'all now. I needed this actually. There you go. Follow that fucking ticker right there under my fingernail, under my manicured fingernail. All right. Follow that and do that. Make it happen. So we can make it happen. You understand? Alrighty. But yeah, this is the year of the flashlight. So like I really felt like from this just like to kick off this year, because this year's already kind of kicked off with like some crazy kind of energy. People are making a big deal about the dude fucking jumping on the judge, Cat Williams, the fucking aliens at the mall, or the shadow people at the mall. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing. I'm curious, suck this bit. What did you know I was gonna say? Just so I'm clear, because sometimes there's a little lag in my chat. More specifically, what was I talking about? Let me talk mad shit. In Miami, there was some incident at a Miami mall, and people were saying that there were 3 large shadow people, and some of the people in the mall started shooting at these shadow people. There is a alleged footage. I say alleged because I don't know, but I know that the police response to that, the official thing they said was it was some juveniles fighting with sticks. But there was like 50, 60, I don't know how many, but like hundreds of police officers there. There was a black helicopter or 2 flying around, from what I understand. They shut down the airport. And there was a perimeter around the mall, and everyone got their power turned off, or the power was interrupted. So something happened. That's all I'm saying. Something happened. Something happened. That's a good point here. Anyway, yeah, but if you look at the response to that whole situation, it's like they ain't gonna just do all of this for some fucking kids with sticks, you know. Wise Fox says, "Yep, it's hard, but think about all the times you've been delusional. Why not do it?" Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Purposeful delusionality. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly it. It's a magical tool, one of the most powerful you can, and you have to you have to get used to using that in your everyday life. So when that person's not responding like you want them to, you just go into Delulu land about it. You know what I'm saying? If you can just, you got to get it until it clicks. Once it clicks, you're gonna see what it is that you wanted. It's gonna it's gonna pop up. That could happen fast. That could take a minute. That depends on you. But that is the ultimate fucking key right there. Is being able to, if you look at your account, you ain't got shit in your account, and you got to pay rent tomorrow or something like that. That's when everybody panics. That's when everybody it's like I said, it's easier said than done, but it can be done. Bill Young Grabback says I didn't see anything about this. It's like fucking all over TikTok. It's all over TikTok, and now it's everywhere. Like, but a lot of people, there was a lot of witnesses there. One guy I seen, he said that these kids that were in the middle of the mall had like this box, and he claimed it looked like some kind of a DVD player or something, and it started to, they like turned it on or they did something. I have no clue. I don't know. You should kind of like to see it on video, just being an exhibitionist. I mean, I actually do. I actually do. I actually do. Just like if you're rehearsing something or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, plus it's just, yeah, like it's you. Why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I actually do. Sometimes the other person may not be on that for whatever reason, or like some people may think that you're going to try and use that, which I would never do. I would never do. But I can understand that too, on that part. But yeah, fuck it. I got to fucking stand right here with the light. Shit. Let's do it. That's just me though. Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey had that done to get the focus off of Cat and them. I have my whole opinion on that whole shit too. Like, yeah, he said some things that were obviously true, but I think what we're looking at with all of that shit is we're looking at WWE or WWF. We're looking at wrestling, like all that shit's fake. Because if that nigga was really out there exposing shit and stuff like that, do you think that nigga would be alive right now? Honestly, he is definitely not hard to touch. Someone could have just fucking bumped into him and spilled some shit in his drink or something, you know what I mean? Like he'd be dead. He'd be dead. Straight up. Straight up. There's absolutely no fucking way. Like, so I think what's going on is kind of like what I call controlled opposition. That's what it is. We'll set up a situation and it'll look like this person's like, you know, exposing, you know, the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. But really, there's another storyline behind all that. It's all controlled anyway. Do you think it would be on YouTube? You know, I remember during the time when everybody was sick, if you understand what I'm saying, they were taking shit down. You were getting shut the fuck down quick, you know, for saying certain things, especially if you were getting a lot of attention. So you just kind of have to wonder, you know. Lil Young Grabbag says, I was almost in a cult. I know how these dark operations work. They would definitely try to get rid of you. Yeah, you know, it's so it can also be used. Yes, he may be actually like saying some real shit. Go ahead, we want you to talk about how you know about this and that. It's cool. Because even that your people still got to take your word for it, right? And then at the same time, we still need good distractions because we're passing bills and shit and laws. Like, I don't know if y'all heard about that shit in like New York. They just passed that law where basically they can fucking come in your house and just, even if they come to your house and your kids are there and you're not there, they could take your kids. They could take you to fucking some camp, whatever. Look, that I'm not making that shit up. That shit just passed. So all my NYCers, like, shh, God fucking bless you, bro. Like that shit is, and I mean, I don't focus on shit like that because I don't have no control necessarily over something like that. But go ahead and ask your motherfucking question about your 2024, what you have control over right here. Follow that. See, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going. Find out. So, I mean, there's always something. There's always fucking something. If ever you are in lack of something to be afraid of, something to worry about, something to keep you up at night that you have absolutely no physical control over whatsoever, there is a plethora of different things that you can do. Oh, seems like we might have somebody. Oh, CC. Miss CC, where are you at? Thank you also for that. Escape from New York is real. Shit. No, that's real shit. That's like real shit. And that seems to be like one of the testing grounds, you know? So I'm not a worrywart at all. I'm a fucking god, and that's just what the fuck it is. But from another perspective, if they did that there, it's kind of like when they first legalized weed in California. Now it's like legal like all over. It sets a precedent, you know? Hold on, she has her question here. Let's put her up here. CC. CC, so I'm gonna take it that you actually went on your date with this guy. Did you? Did you do that? Please make your way up to the Shangorian altar. We have cushions for your knees, so you know what I'm talking about. Oh, that was somebody else? Okay, cool. All right. Go ahead and just gaze at this eye for now. Let's put all that to the side, okay? Go ahead and just relax your abdomen area and just go ahead and like take a nice deep breath, like from your abdomen, like, you know what I'm saying? One of them deep, deep breaths. Nice and slow, just relaxed all the way to the top. When you reach the top, just hold that breath for a minute. Hold that breath for the count of 3, 2, and 1. Now you can just go ahead and release that shit with a sigh. You know what I'm saying? That feels good, don't it? Yeah. And whatever you need to know right now, okay? Keep sending me that intention. And you may start to know the feeling of certainty start to well up within you. Like you know what you need to know. All right. I was gonna say, I hope that wasn't the same one. Like, we strictly advised you, okay? Not just me either. Many in the chat were like, don't fuck with that dude. All right, don't mix your money and shit. You just got in on that job and you already, oh my God, CC, fuck. You are something. All right, so the question is dealing with branding going to affect CC's finance? Is dealing with branding going to affect CC's finance? Is dealing with branding going to affect CC's finances? And let's just say it like this one more time. Is dealing with branding going to affect CC's finances? What's going on, PG? Hallelujah. All right. We're going to give you 8. I'm going to give you 8 cards. Let's see what we got here. Yo, I got to tell you, CC, I'm seeing more of a yes here. Okay, actually, there's a tie, so we need a tiebreaker. But from the cards that I am seeing, I'm seeing that this could be very problematic to your finances. Hold on, and then this bonus card. It's the bonus. Oh yeah, bonus card is this. So I would have to say that it's not like a strong like fuck yes. Okay, it's not that, but I am seeing that there is still a strong possibility that whatever you're doing here with Brandon in whatever ways, I see some type of a loss of finances as well, caused by domino effect, butterfly effect from dealing with Brandon. I'm seeing this as being you, even though like this is representing to me kind of like how you're feeling after dealing with Brandon. All right, whatever. If you go down this particular path, all right, if you go down this particular path. Now, it also may depend on how you play this. I think that's why it's not so strong. It's not like a definite fuck yes, like she's gonna have money problems. It's more or less kind of, but it is leaning towards the yeah. It's going to be probable that there will be some situations here that's definitely going to affect your finances. I don't even know who the hell this Brandon is. I don't know if you want to. I don't even know if you want to say that. I'm seeing here too. Yeah, this might represent Brandon as well. Brandon isn't the Sag, is he? Or is this a whole other guy? What are we talking about? Yeah. Is this a whole other guy? Yeah. Honestly, you know, some people, right? It's like when you start to deal with this person, sometimes the effects of their energy mixing with yours and yours mixing with theirs, it starts off small with little tiny, we'll say symptoms. Okay. Sometimes these symptoms are really not noticeable, or they're kind of so small that you don't make the correlation between, you know, because some people, I don't know, some people, I don't know what you would call this, but sometimes you deal with somebody and like things just start going really good for you. Then there's some people that you start dealing with and it's like your shit starts falling apart. Sometimes fast, right away, and sometimes just over time. And it starts off small, but it's like a snowball going down the hill. It just starts getting bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say, C? Right. I think it's on an energy mixing thing because he's a good person. Yeah, I mean, and thank you for bringing that up too, because the person could be a good person. It just might not be a good person for you to deal with. And it can also be, it might not be the right person at the right time for you to deal with. I'm gonna have to break his heart. Yeah, absolutely. I get what you're doing here, though. You want to just see like how this may eventually you guys would. It seems like to me there'd be some kind of big argument as well. I think throughout the course of this as well too, you dealing with him, right? You're always going to kind of be like, I kind of don't know. So in a way, you're going to kind of leave your options open. What I'm getting also is he would probably be the one to be more hooked on you than you are on him, which could be problematic. Well, you can debate for another 10 minutes, PG, because that's about how long I'm going to be on here, baby. So I really feel like this is him. I don't know what his sign is, right? Sometimes this does represent a Sagittarius. Other times, okay, I feel that he's getting hooked already. Well, you just got your confirmation there. See, I didn't know about that part, but I just said what I did. Then you said, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that and what goes on in your personal life obviously can affect your occupation, can affect your job, can affect your job performance, which can affect your job, so there's so many different ways that mixing two different energies can affect you. You know what I'm saying? He's a Leo. Okay. Well, funny you say that. Shit, where was she at? Where'd she go? Remember I showed you that Queen of Spades? Queen of Spades also represents Leo, right? Jack of Spades is Aries, Queen of Spades is Leo, King of Spades is Sag. So that's funny you say that. He might be moving out of his inner bitch. He might be making moves out of it. You might bring his inner bitch out. Like it's I gotta have you. CC, you might put that lockjaw on him. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just disperse that. You know that. You know that. You can't just give everyone that shit. Like you can't. Some of these niggas is unsettled. Okay, you can't do that. But the sign for Leo did show up. I just saw one of those videos. They're definitely hiding something. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Think of this though. Look, like this goes for each and every one of you, right? You're in this fucking sim, this realm, right? This three-dimensional shit. And basically, like most of the shit is a lie. Everything, a lot of the shit you done learned in school, lie. You name it is a fucking lie. You go on Google, people think they're so smart because they spout out shit that they Googled. You know how much faith I have in Google? I don't want to be one of these people that just challenges everything and just don't believe nothing. But they do so much curating of Google. It's nothing to change a little fact here and there, you know? And then because it's on many people, Google's like God. You might as well say God if you're talking about Google. Go ahead and Google it. Like it's the ultimate gospel of truth. Everything on there must be factual, right? Come on, man. Come on. So that's just how I feel. Like I'll be like, okay. I don't rule it out, but at the same time, I don't just agree with it. I'm just like, okay. Okay. Think about that though. I mean, we use Google for fucking everything right now. Or when people post like fun facts about history, I'm like, oh, were you there? in 14 something or in 30 AD? Were you there? And whose fact are we basing this on? I'm just asking because it's not like this shit hasn't been, I don't know, rewritten how many times, you know? So I can go on and on about this shit. Like, and then maybe in this particular dimension that you and I are in right now, that is true. But in another dimension, it's not true. Let's not even get into that part. Okay. I don't want to talk about that shit. But I have found like what they're saying is different. And I do know on TikTok, you know, there's so much fuckery on TikTok. I don't know what's fuckery, some of it, because with the CGI and the graph, you can make anything. But this one dude was saying he found a real life Godzilla and King Kong, and it's somewhere in Hawaii. And he Google Earthed it. He was honest. He was recording his iPad, and he was doing Google Earth. And at first, Google Earth would let you go to this one particular location in Hawaii, and then next thing you know, they wouldn't let you go there anymore. You could not access that part. But once again, nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me at all. Sounds like a true life path number 7. Yeah, for real. And when you even think about the multi-dimensional aspect of things, you could see how two seemingly opposing things can actually both be true. Just depends on where you're saying it from. Yeah. No, that's real. One of the things about that, little young grabback, he says, I don't even care about the TikTok shit. It's all just all those damn cops outside let you know something was up. Yeah. Yeah. If you look at what is actually known for what we could say is a fact, there was tons of police out there. Way too many police for something like that. The black helicopters and other shit. Also notable because they show footage of that whole thing from the sky of all the police, right? Another point nobody brought up that I seen on Billy Carson's channel was the lack of ambulances. Because if this was a brawl and people were getting beat up and there were gunshots, shouldn't there be ambulances out there? There was like no ambulances, just straight police cars. And yeah, not one body cam, dash cam, none of that shit. And yeah, right, suck. If Google said it, it must be true. Yeah, man. I hate to say this, but like one of my best friends is pretty much by all by all standards like an NPC. An NPC. Like he's one of these dudes who just believes whatever the mainstream narrative is, and anything else is just fuckery. What is it? Conspiracy theory shit or whatever. Like, yeah. And like he got the you know what. I remember because we were kind of like debating or whatever. He was, you know, we was going back and forth about that. He got the you know what and all the booster you know what's too. So and his rationalities, well, I haven't turned into a zombie yet. So see, all that shit's bullshit. And I'm just like, okay. I don't care. I'm not gonna find out. According to the shit that happened in New York, though, they can take you out of your house. This is a real bill, okay? This is an actual bill. I don't know the name of it, but it's you can look it up yourself about the bill that they just passed. They can take you out of your house. They can put you, it says it all in the bill. We can put you in whatever little situation, quarantine you for as long as we want. No courts, no nothing. You can't do shit about it. We can administer medication to you, even against your will, and so forth. So, yeah, but I don't know about all that. All that other shit, bro. Okay, so if anybody else would like to get their question answered, because we are going to have to conclude here pretty soon, folks. I keep stretching to my another 5 minutes. All right, we're going to have to conclude this shit. And once again, we're at 11 eyeballs. That's what it says. And 1 heart. Okay, so that's 1111. Yes, sometimes they don't see the scrolling. Let me put the prophetess up there. Hashata Basoto. She gonna see it. There it is. I'm seeing so much shit in life they said was fake that I just can't believe. Exactly. Oh, did you? Okay. What you got? If you can let me know, because I can't check my PayPal. I'm actually on my phone now, so I don't want to like disrupt the. I don't know if it's gonna fuck with the feed or not. So just let me know your question, PG. I appreciate you. I just watched some footage about the Miami thing. It tripped me out. I saw a creature once just like the witness. It's tripping me out. Yeah, it's a lot of people have also seen shadow figures. And, I mean, I've seen shadow things. I can go on and on, but I'm just, shit. I've seen something that looked like the fucking Predator. It looked like see-through, but not perfectly translucent where you just cannot not see it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like the Predator when the Predator turns invisible. Like he looks like a walking blur. I seen that shit. Me and somebody else seen that shit at the same fucking time. So it wasn't just me, you know. And it was, you could clearly see the torso and some of the legs and shit. PG, what's your question, Emma? What you got? ¿Qué quieres? I've seen straight up gremlins in my room before, and it definitely was sentient. Once I noticed it, and it smiled at me and then disappeared. Real shit. There's so much shit that your eyes cannot see regularly. So I mean, it's like a fact that never saw Buddy again. I never seen him again. There was this one. It was in this one particular parking lot, and yeah, I don't know if that's what you was referring to, but yeah, I could, like I said, I could say whatever I done seen, and I know some people will be like thinking this, thinking that. I don't give a fuck. Other than that, I just usually keep it to myself. I done seen a whole bunch of shit. You know, I constantly have strange phenomena happen around me, and then when I get around other people, especially like if I'm dating somebody, and I have to kind of tell them this. Look, I need you to understand something. During the course that you fucking with me, however long that is, or that I'm fucking with you, let's put it that way, you may experience some strange shit that you just cannot explain. Now, I don't know exactly what or how or when. This is literally a talk I gotta have, especially if they're just curious about the type of shit the lifestyle that I live, and they're not like practicing or don't have much experience. I have to say this shit. Phyllis, I cannot access. Where did you send it? Did you send it through PayPal or did you send it? Yeah, you sent it through PayPal, right? I can't get in my PayPal because I'm on my phone right now. So just go ahead and let me know the question. I would like to know what energy and vibe you guys get from me. Okay, cool. I'll put you up. Thank you. All right. But yeah, I've had this conversation multiple times. Okay, multiple times. And every time there's always something, always. Usually they get the shit scared out of them by something from figures to something moving, like physical object, like psychokinetic activity, to just other shit. Okay, this is my life. So I'm telling you, if I shoot up your club, there's a good chance. All right. For any amount of time, there's a good chance you're going to experience something. I don't know why that is, but I also tell like I look like I'm by myself, but I do not travel alone ever. All right. Okay, PG, why don't you head up to the Shangorian altar? You already know how this goes. Your knees are so used to these cushions. I got a cushion with your name on it, okay, for your knees. All right. So let's go and go ahead and just relax yourself. First of all, get planted there. Get nice and comfortable there. This is a good question. All right. Now go ahead. You know the drill. Just gaze into the eye. Relax your vision on the eye, Phillips. When you're ready, just go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Imagine you're breathing in from your hoo-ha, okay? All the way in, all the way in. Filling up your lungs all the way. And when you can't take in no more, go ahead and hold it for the count of 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that with a sigh, releasing all tension, making this reading just fucking astounding for yourself and getting the information that you need. What type of vibe do I give off? Okay, we will switch that. Those likes need to be, you know what? Suck this fit. Thank you. I'm gonna put this up because yes, it's true. Now I can't see, maybe on Facebook there's other likes. I can't really see that part, but the hearts, I don't know I don't know if that's coming from Facebook, maybe on YouTube, or I don't know. But very good point. Thank you. I appreciate it. See, you can support somebody that supports you, and it's absolutely free, just like Suck This Fit was saying. You know what I'm saying? But some of you got your little chonies all in a bunch about something, but I have no idea why. Okay, I have no idea why. Furthermore, I gives 2 fucks why. Okay, but you can do that, and no one would know that you liked it. Okay, or that you love it. All right. So, what type of vibes is Phyllis currently giving off right now to these guys? Now, see you. No, I wasn't gonna pop up on you, PG. I'm patient with you, and I know there's a lag here too. I know there's a lag. What type of vibe right now? Overall vibe is PG giving off to these silver foxes, I'm gonna guess. Or are you pulling youngsters in too, huh? To these menses. What's happening with these menses and PG? Yeah. Thank you so much, Biker Shorts. Love you too. All right, come on. Here we go. 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 I'm gonna give you 8 cards, PG. 8 cards. Strap your wig on tight. Clutch your pearls. We're gonna see what it is. I'm gonna have to plug this something into my phone here. It's telling me I got 15%. Just give me a second here, PG. I'm gonna scan the cards, okay? You actually got some pretty good cards here. I only see one thing, and this is the one thing though that's gonna make all the difference, PG. Really. Just a second, PG. Just a second. You know, you don't probably even know this, and I think that might be the problem. But a lot of these people are seeing you as like, or these men, I'll say, in general, I'm seeing them as they see you as also like, man, like she's got like a cool, I don't want to say personality, but like I want to say like positive, like you come off as kind of like positive, you know. Just I know that's generalized, but some people you could just tell they're just fucking negative as fuck, and you don't even have to talk to them, and you can just feel that that's somebody you don't want to talk to. All right, but let me just cut to the chase here for you. This is the one card that really sticks out to me of all of them. Okay, now this card to me is in a way. I want to be careful how I word this. I feel like if there's a challenge, right? And I'm guessing there is because that's why you would ask this question, right? It is the way that you're viewing them viewing you, you know? It's just like they may think you're attractive or they may I'm picking up that some of these guys do find you sexy to some degree. Yes, I said it. Okay? Everyone has their own taste, everyone has whatever. But you're not able to see this because of this card. Six is sex. Okay, six is sex. All right. So I'm getting that like the thing here, and I'm also seeing somewhat too. I feel like there's some emotional blockages. So it's not really what the guys are seeing. It's also how you're interpreting what they're seeing. All right. So once again, this to me represents a little bit of self-sabotage. All right. A little bit of self-sabotage. Okay. So you, whether you know this or not, you may have a little bit of a habit of kind of like assigning a certain like, okay, let's say a guy looks at you and you know he don't want to make it seem so obvious that he's looking and he's kind of just like, maybe you even felt a little bit of something. I kind of felt like some attention from this guy, right? Because you women are very intuitive. You know when a guy's checking you out, you know. And a lot of times, sometimes we do make it obvious because like we'll overdo it. But sometimes guys are the same as you women because you women often like to check a dude out and you don't want the dude knowing you checking him out yet. Unless you know what I'm saying? There's certain, not all the time, obviously, take everything what I'm saying, in perspective. But the problem is it's like I'll just say it like this very simply. You'll assume more to the side that the guy's looking at something that maybe you felt self-conscious about yourself versus the fact that I don't know, maybe he's looking at them cheeks and maybe he likes it. But this is just an example. I'm not saying literally, but I'm trying to just paint a picture here for you. All right. But you would think like, oh my God, he thinks I'm this, or maybe I don't know, my makeup or whatever the case is, or maybe he thinks I'm ugly or something like that. Or, a guy's not going to look at you or give you that vibe if he thinks you're ugly. He's not going to just be like, God damn, I can't help but stare. That bitch is just ugly. Like, if most people, if you view somebody that you think is ugly, you just like, it only takes one look. You don't got to keep staring at them. You don't have to keep looking at them. You know that to you this person is not attractive. So therefore, that's the end of that story. You know. So you didn't get that last time. I don't know what you might be. Yeah, but I want you to turn that around because you said I'm my own worst enemy. Okay. I want you to start addressing yourself as your best friend and your partner in success, whatever that means for you, whether that's in relationships or whether that's in anything else you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, in the past, you could have been your own best friend. Let's bind that right there on my own worst enemy shit. Let's bind all of that in the past, but up until now, because now is going to be a different story for you, should you so choose. You know? All right. So, and I think because of some of these emotional, I got to think of new terms. I'll call them emotional blockages, right? But I think really these are also a lot of the ways that you're viewing people based through the lens of how you feel about yourself. That's what's been kind of going on here. I think that's the more important thing than what they think of you or what type of vibe they're getting. But I understand why you'd want to ask that, because you want to be aware of how you're coming off, even if you might not be. And what's coming off is these things that kind of like you feel about yourself. Okay. So you can start this change like today, right now, right the fuck now, you know? Like, I don't know how many times do you actually look at yourself and just tell yourself how fucking fine you are, you know? I know it sounds, to some people that might sound weird. To some other people that might sound like narcissistic or some shit, but that's all balderdash, okay? Like, I feel like you have to do that, okay? Because the fact of the matter is, there's going to be some dudes who just aren't attracted to you, and there's going to be some dudes who are really attracted to you, and that's just life. You know what I'm saying? So just like with dudes, there's going to be some women who feel you, some who they're just not. You know, but I think you really should embark on, changing your lens. I think the main message here is about changing your lens, Phyllis Glenn. Do you hear me, Phyllis Glenn? It's time. You know what I'm saying? There's also a part of you, I think, that's afraid of really getting hurt. So you kind of have this shell around you, like you got this big, juicy, gushy heart, and around that heart, it's like you have that you got that like Virgo. It's like alligator armor around the heart in a way. Okay, like ask yourself, why are you more than like why would you believe something that's more negative just so easily versus something that's so positive? Like this dude, you know, this dude's already really feeling me. You know what I'm saying? Like you can assume either one. One of them takes away from you, one of them adds to you. You might as well do the one that adds to you. Yeah, exactly. She says, I'm going to start doing this and stop overthinking. And then a part of you also sees, like, up until now, up until now, a part of you also sees every dude when you pick up on that they might be checking you out, or you can kind of feel the vibe a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Before your thinking gets involved in it, um, you might also kind of view this as like, well, sometimes you can view them as a threat. So automatically, in a way, like on an energy level type shit, like you start pushing them away. And sometimes, to keep yourself safe, you may have some beliefs in your head that's like, well, this guy would have probably turned out to be a fucking asshole anyway. And he was probably looking at your, let's say you had a problem with your nose, right? Oh, he was probably looking at your nose thinking, God damn, that's a fucking schnoz. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that, right? When in actuality, that's not even what he was thinking. But yeah, I'm telling you, you got to just start doing it and just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And before you know it, you're going to actually literally really feel like that. Don't worry if you don't feel like that at first. That's natural. That's totally natural. It may feel totally foreign. It doesn't matter. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And I would suggest doing it almost like incessantly, like doing it. If you want a faster result, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Because remember, it doesn't matter if you're like saying how fine you are for 1 minute, but then the rest of the day you're telling yourself, you're picking yourself apart, you're beating yourself up. What do you think's going to win out? You know? Yes, change your lens. That's all. Change your lens and you'll be able to see the effect that you want to see from. They're going to respond to that. That's my point. They're going to respond to that. You will see it, and you'll see it soon. Even if you do see them at the bingo hall. Yeah, you could do it. You could do it. It's the truth. You can. There's just like anytime you switch, I know because you're gonna hear what. Let me tell you, prep you already. I'm gonna prep you, coach you up right now. The moment you start doing this, sometimes you're gonna hear alternative voices and say, "You ain't fine. You ain't this. You ain't that." You just say, and you just okay, whatever, and you just stick to what you're doing. You just stick to what you're doing. That's all. Just stick to what you're doing. And then pretty soon, before you know it, could be in a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, you're gonna go to the fucking liquor store, the corner store, and you're gonna see that guy, and he's just gonna give you this fucking look. Might even smile. He might just whatever. Or he may even approach you or start some conversation with you or whatever. Stop taking past hurts and or pains with you in the future. Leave it in the past. This part right here. That's it. So let me assure you, what I got here in these cards is not about a lack. Because I know like you want to have a certain effect on men, you know. Of course, who doesn't want to be attractive to the opposite sex, right? So it's not a question of that. But you have to be able to allow yourself to see the desired effect. You want to be able to see, you want to know that, like, hey, this guy thinks I'm hot. You have to allow yourself to see that this guy thinks you're fucking hot. Hold on real quick. They're gonna cut me off, man. Just a second. Oh man, I gotta unplug this shit. I gotta unplug my mic. All right. Sorry about that interruption there. But am I making sense to you, Phyllis? 'Cause I want to make sense to you. Am I making sense to you? Okay. And honestly, that's really the most important question. That's really the most important question. You know, that's it. I promise you, this is how. Remember how? I don't know if you was here for the part we was talking about how you have to be able to deny your current shit. That's the only way. You can't get out of this shit if you keep like falling under the hypnosis of your current circumstances, which is really actually just an amalgamation of all your past experiences because you're seeing it through that lens. So in order to switch that, it's going to take you to be what the kids call delulu. All right, you have to. You got to be able to ignore this shit. And a lot of the shit, like with the men that you're talking about, I'm curious if there was an incident, a specific incident that happened with you, which would even make you want to ask this question. The bingo hall. Because you said bingo a little bit earlier, you said bingo. And I said, yeah, even at the bingo hall. I'm just kidding with you, though. Good night, Biker Shorts. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, too. I'm stealing this. I'm finna get strong as fuck at the gym. You do that. Take it. It's not stealing if it's given. You don't got to steal shit. Here. Take it. You know what I'm saying? Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Yes, it was when I was younger. Okay. There it is. And it really don't even matter what it was. It's about right now and what I choose right now. Or what you choose right now. That's what really matters. it's cool to kind of understand, like, oh, this is why I feel like that, because it all started back when I was fucking 12, right? Or some shit like that. Okay, that's cool. But you can also shortcut that by just saying, hey, okay, look, this is what I choose to believe about myself. This is what I choose to see in my, when I go to the store tomorrow, like, I'm going to see proof of this shit. And like your mind's going to show you proof of this shit. It's going to be proof. Welcome to live chat. Okay. Hey, Aisha Lee. Well, right on. I appreciate you listening. You need your glasses? Huh. You've been through a lot, PG. I get it. I get it. Just remember this, okay? It's about what you choose right now. It's about what do you choose. I always use this analogy, and this is my personal analogy. For real. This is your fucking TV show. Okay? You are the main fucking star. You are the writer. You are the director. And you choose who your cast members are. So think about your future episodes. What kind of plot twist do you want to see? You know, what kind of storyline you want to see? And what kind of cast members, certain cast members you may have right now, they need to be somehow disappearing from the show. You know, that's your call. What? Gay little, no, get that bot out of here. Oh, we have somebody get this. I'll just do it myself. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but now you can go on about your way just because. I don't feel like the tarot destroyer. Well, good news. This ain't tarot. You did. This ain't tarot. Now you got to know you to go, PG. You got to know you to go. This is your TV show. As far as you're concerned, I'm just like a small little cameo that chills up here and there in the show. But this is your show from what, as far as from your individualized perspective. You know what I'm saying? Just like I am the fucking Baphomet. Can you see my hands? Yeah, I'm the Baphomet right now. I've got my legs crossed. I'm the Baphomet of my shit. So we got some casting calls going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And some people are going to meet their demise in the script. You know, it's just the way it goes. Okay, cool. You blocked their ass on another live. Okay. They love me. That's what it is. They love me. They love us. They want to come and enjoy the party. They want to be in the show. So fuck it. Come on in. Make yourself fucking comfortable. Yeah. Oh fuck. I keep trying to pop my back on this fucking chair. I gotta hit that roller. I got one of them rollers, them foam rollers. I gotta hit that roller. It's bots. I don't know why they kept going to young grab bags. Shit, like, he didn't do shit to you. You know, he didn't do nothing to you. Shit. I'm surprised. Like, I don't get to see him here, but how many of these little fake scammers and fake tarot readers and shit be trying to poach people from my chat and stuff? I think anyone who goes live with anything doing readings and shit, there's always that, you know. Oh, it is PG. Oh, that's right. My bad. Use a cap. I said Virgo. Use a cap. Actually, Capricorn showed up too in the cards. The King of Diamonds is the Capricorn for me, you know. So, yep, that's cool. What you got to do? What you gonna do? And for any of you got literally, I'm gonna keep it okay. It's 1 hour and 51 minutes into this shit. I'm gonna cut it in 5 minutes. I'm watching the clock. If you'd like to get one more question in, go ahead and follow this shit. This thing is scrolling by right here. PayPal.me/Shango Ray, or $, Ray Sean, go. You can do either one you want. You can do whatever you want. That's her moon sign. She's a Virgo moon sign. Oh, you're fucked. You're fucked. That's a lot of earth. It's a lot of dirt, mama. Mm. It's all good though. It's all good. Yeah. You just gotta, yeah, just change that lens. You're gonna see everything change around so fast. It's gonna make your head spin. That's why I said, just grab your pearls, strap that wig on. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's about to get there. You ain't gotta worry about it. Those are the changes you're gonna see, like almost literally, like quick. I'm talking about within like 48 hours. You know, and you just stay with it, and then you start seeing things that back up the new shit that you're choosing, and you're like, wait a minute, this is true. I am fine. That's how it works. I know, PG. Don't tell nobody. Everyone knows I'm a mess. You know. Nah, don't believe it. Know it. And the way you know it is you just do it. Watch. And then you'll start to see shit and you won't have to believe because you're gonna know. Okay? Pinky promise. All right. Mm-hmm. That's how you do it. Just remember, at first, it's going to seem a little weird and shit like that. Don't even fucking worry about that. Matter of fact, every time some little shitty thought comes into your mind, tries to say, bitch, you ain't that fine. What about your this? What about your that? Let that be a cue for you to automatically, to me, if I have any thoughts that come up about something and I'm choosing the opposite of that, every time it comes up, it like automatically triggers the good shit now. So it's like, if it's a thought that would have made me worry in the past, now it just shoot. It's my reminder to switch. Just don't sit around and play with them, you know? There you go. For you Orisha lovers. For you Orisha lovers, be in that mirror like Oshun. That's what Oshun was about with the mirror. The epitome of Oshun is self-love. And because she loves herself, that's why she's like the baddest. She's known as like the baddest bitch aesthetic wise in the Orishas, or one of. Yes, happy early birthday, PG. I think you need to, I don't want to say what you need, but you probably could use the cheeks clap for your birthday, I think, or at least get some good face. I always say, as a man, I don't give head, I give face. It's a difference, you know. But yeah, you can do that. Like, I'm just saying theoretically, PG, like if I could wish something for you, it'd just be like, hey, that you found a cool situation to do that with. That's what I would say. Okay, almost gone. I'm about to get up out of here. Last few minutes, what, 3 minutes? If you'd like to get that question in, go ahead. Also let me know in the chat that you sent it so that way so you don't have to wait. Okay? That. Yeah. Matter of fact, I would wish that for all you goddesses. You know, I would just, in a way that you love the most. Because what's the point of getting your cheeks clapped if it's not something you like or enjoy, or if it doesn't get you past the finish line multiple times, right? Or whatever. Call me crazy, goddess. As long as it's not Anthony. I don't know who Anthony is, but you know, yeah, no reheating the same shit. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Put it out there that you have a new lover now, and he's blowing your socks off. How about that? You know, and what would make a lover that blows your socks off? Do you know that? What constitutes that? And next thing you know, you're gonna meet somebody, and guess what? Guess what? That's right. They're gonna blow your bucket socks off. I think this is about the new shit. Like this to me, my one of my little tiny mantras is it's just like new. I'm not going back nowhere. Nah, it's new. New experiences, blase. It's new. I might have some things that are relatively new right now. Okay, you're safe. All right. But if we're talking about old shit, I swear to God, I swear to God, this is kind of just off topic. Within the last month, I'd say month and a half, tops, I've had so much old shit come back and just ran it. You know how some of you ladies do. You know what I'm talking about? Just that, oh, hey, it's only been 4 or 5 years since I talked to you, maybe 7 years, maybe 8 years, whatever. Here they come, literally like 3 or 4 of them. It's been crazy. I'm like, am I seeing this right? Like, is this who I think it is? Like, what the hell? Don't want nothing old but gold, you know? Yeah. If it's I'm talking about in the if you're I don't know. I might feel real generous with this God phallus. I might, I don't know. I don't know. You might have to catch me on that day. You might have to catch me on that moment. I don't know. I don't know. I am a generous God, but I just don't know. I don't know about that old stuff, you know. She, but I mean, they they always come back. I said they always come back. They always come back. At some point in time, they always come back. But you don't have to take it. You know what I'm saying? If the maybe at the time and the place it was the thing to do or whatever, but things change, people change and stuff. So, all love to all of them. Much love to all of them. Okay. Yes, I did. Phyllis, she said, "Oh, you did it." Yeah, I did. I sure did. That's crazy to do that, but it must. I don't know. Hey, well, yeah, I know for a fact it was hitting them. I know for that. I know for a fact. That's factual. But if it ain't, I don't know. Things change. That's all I'm gonna say. Things change, and so it's like I'm at the place where if it just doesn't make sense, I'm just not gonna do something just to do it. I'm gonna put it that way, you know. So if it's not making sense in a lot of different ways, I'm just, it's nice to hear from you. You know, I hope you're well. That's about it. Hey, them flashbacks, man, shit, they be happening. They be happening. Who knows? And then you don't know when old stuff comes back. You don't know what energy the old stuff is in. So you don't know. We were talking about energy earlier and mixing energy, and like this might not be conducive to the God that I am now. Like, so I do look at shit like that. I am not ruled by my dick. So I rule my dick. I govern my dick. It's not the other way around, you know. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. Much love to every single one of you who has tuned in, whether you're here, whether you're not, whether you're gone, whatever, it doesn't matter. Much love to each and every one of you. And with that, we will conclude. All right. So peace to everybody, PG. Everyone, I'm just gonna say fuck this shit because that's really what you wanted to say on their name. Everyone out here, you know, I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great Wednesday and the rest of your week until I see you again, which won't be that long. Peace. Suck this shit. Yeah, suck this fit. There you go. See, this is the name I was talking. That's the name I was talking about. Thank you also for everyone that contributed, and you know, I appreciate all your contributions and everything. You know what I'm saying? All right, we up out of here. Peace.